Here in the Governor Wentworth District, our support staff is the lifeblood of our district. We would be absolutely lost without them.
They all do an amazing job, and they will take on any task that comes their way.
I can do a much better job as an instructor, having the help of my teacher's aide. And in the event where I am out or I have to attend a meeting or something, I have somebody here who can carry on.
I'd like to thank all the paras for all the work that they do, supporting teachers, supporting students, and supporting the school. We couldn't do it without you.
We're so thankful for our kitchen staff. They prepare delicious lunches, fruit and vegetable bowls, and breakfast every day for so many students. Kayla and Judy are patient, flexible, kind, so much fun. They go above and beyond to provide what each student at Effingham needs.
Kudos, custodial staff. You add the shine to our day with all you do to keep our schools clean on the inside and outside. Thanks.
We want to thank all of our admin assistants for all the hard work and dedication you put into each day. Without you and your attention to fine details, we wouldn't be able to do it. Thanks.
Big shout out to our bus drivers of Governor Wentworth School District. We appreciate the hard work and attention that you give our children every day.
I am thankful for all the support staff in this district, especially transportation. Being a coach, we wouldn't be able to get the games. Being in the classroom, kids wouldn't be able to get to school. This place wouldn't run without people in food services, in the office as assistants. And it's just, I think they're underappreciated, but I just want to let you know, I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Support staff plays such an important role in what we do every day. We wouldn't be where we are without them.
Support staff keeps our school and classroom functioning, from driving buses and custodial work and working with students every day.
Support staff help our students academically, but they also build really strong relationships with them and support them socially and emotionally.
I've been in this district for about 25 years now, and this district would not be the district that it is without the support staff that we've had over the years.
Support staff are the backbone of our school district. Whether you're talking about our kind and caring food service workers, our child-centered bus drivers, our dedicated custodians, our school secretarial staff, our student support personnel, our skilled instructional assistants, they all play an important role in the running of the school on a daily basis.
I have so much appreciation for the office staff. They manage things that I don't even know about, always with a smile, and we always start off our day after the pledge being told to have either a friendly Friday, a marvelous Monday, and they're just excellent troubleshooters and fantastic with our students.
Thank you to our support staff for making us such a special place for our students, starting with transportation, who provides an opportunity for our students to go to state and national competitions, along with our hands-on learning experiences outside of LRTC. Then our TAs, who help make our shops a safe learning environment where all our students can move about using our industrial equipment freely, to our admin assistant, who helps with all of our day-to-day in and outs and makes everything run smooth and is a sunshiny face when people walk in the building. So thank you all.
Our district values our support staff, and we truly would be lost without them.
Hello, I'm Caroline Arikelian, Superintendent for Governor Wentworth Regional School District, and I'm excited to be here today as part of a special documentary project. We're traveling across our school district to highlight and celebrate some of the most vital roles in our schools, our support staff. These are the individuals who ensure that every student has a safe, clean, and nurturing environment in which to learn and grow. From our dedicated paraprofessionals to our administrative assistants, bus drivers, custodians, and food service, we're here to showcase the incredible work they do every day. Each role plays a crucial part in making our schools run smoothly, especially in our unique and challenging environment here in the Lakes region in New Hampshire, where rural settings and harsh winters add to the complexity of their jobs. Let's meet these amazing individuals and learn more about their important contributions. We're at Crescent Lake School, starting with paraprofessionals who work closely with students with disabilities. They're integral to ensuring that every student receives the support they need to succeed. Introducing Dawn Dorr, a paraprofessional at Crescent Lake School. Thank you, Mrs. Dorr, for being here.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
I want to ask you a few questions. What inspired you to become a paraprofessional working with students with disabilities?
When I moved here, my daughter was in kindergarten, so I volunteer, and then I decided to sub, so I subbed for about 5 years, and I thought, I really love this. I love the kids. So that inspired me to apply for a full-time job.
Can you share a moment where you felt you made a significant difference in a student's life?
Most memorable moments is when a kid would come up to me and tell me that he loved school, and then he didn't want to take a day off, and that he was doing great, and he felt good about himself, and that made me feel good. That it just made him feel good, and that he liked school, and that's what we want to promote.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face in your role, and how do you overcome them?
The biggest thing is probably with motivation. I think a lot of kids now lack some motivation. They just need a little like a reminder or a little help, and to know that they're loved and they're taken care of and they're safe here, and that any adult in the building is willing to help them get through whatever challenge they may have.
How do you collaborate with teachers and other staff to support your students?
Well, a lot of times I go in, I'm pretty lucky because I work on the Student Support Center, and how we work it here is I really go in the classroom and I work with those students that may need a little extra, either whether it's extra motivation or help with their work, or they might have a behavior issue, and we work together and we collaborate. And I'm on the same level as them. Every day is a new day, and we start out fresh. So we like to start out fresh every day. Everybody gets a different chance, and everyone makes mistakes, so we let them know that.
What do you think is the most rewarding part of your job?
When I'm out of school and I go to the store and people come up to me and hug me, or can't wait to see me, wave, even though I just maybe have sent them to the principal's office, they forgive me, so they still like me. So I'm glad. I built a lot of connections, and they know that I'm fair, but I will send people to the office, and I do.
What can you share that maybe people don't know about your role that you would like them to know?
I think I have the best job in the school because no day is ever the same for me. We have a great team, and if someone comes in and they're crying that day or something, everyone kind of will find out about it, and we take care of it. So we're very proactive in that way.
Everybody comes together to support kids here at Crescent Lake. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Okay, thank you, Caroline.
We visit our food service assistants, our employees who keep our students nourished and fed every single day. Here I'm at Crescent Lake with
Shirley Langford.
Thank you, Shirley, for taking your time today. What does a typical day look like for you here in the kitchen?
Every day changes. So we have, because we have different fresh vegetables, different fresh fruit that we have to get prepared for the children. And we have a menu that we go by that is changed on a monthly basis and a weekly basis.
What are some things about your job that people may not know?
My friends constantly ask me what I do and what I like about the job. And I said, well, the job is interesting because there's a difference every day. It's also interesting because I get to see the children all the time. And you start to get to know their likes and dislikes. And they're friendly, and the staff is very good about having them work on their manners for please and thank you and everything. And so that's very unusual that I have not seen in other places.
Well, I have a feeling I know the answer to this, but what is your favorite part of the job?
Serving the food, and because the children come through.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time and everything you do here in the kitchen, feeding kids at Crescent Lake. Some of the requirements that you have to fulfill in your position, and start out by introducing yourself, please.
My name is Mary. we have to make sure they take fruit or vegetable, plus they have to have the full meal, which is the entree, the fruit, vegetable, and milk is optional.
How do you think that works for kids?
Some kids don't like fruits or vegetables, but we have a variety of fruit. We have canned fruit and we have fresh fruit. Like I usually put out pears or peaches or pears and fruit mix, because those are the only kinds we have. Then we have apples, bananas, oranges, strawberries, which they love. They do love that one.
What is your favorite part of your job here at Crescent Lake?
The kids, of course. Yeah, just watching them go through and like it when they're happy. And full bellies are happy kids.
So true. And that's when they're happy and they're full, then they can be in school and they can learn. So everything's good, yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Good morning, Kingswood Middle School.
What does a typical day look like for you in the main office?
Well, for me, my day starts around 5 because I'm in charge of getting substitutes. Then the office day starts around 7 to 3:30. We have all the buses coming at 7. We have check in the kids that are late, take care of notes, and do attendance. That's how the morning starts, with the phones ringing.
How do you manage all the variety of tasks?
Well, luckily, we work great together and help each other, and we have good support within our office, and we just take our time and be patient.
Can you share an example of how you've helped a student or parent or staff member in a meaningful way?
Well, coming from the elementary school, I love the students and have always gotten to go on field trips and be involved in them outside of just the office, and we've continued that here. And here we just greet everybody with a smile and show them our concern and that we're here for them.
What skills do you think are essential for someone in your role?
Well, I think organization, I think patience would be the top thing, and just being on task and ready to help.
What do you enjoy most about being an administrative assistant here at Kingswood Regional Middle School?
I enjoy the students that come down to visit or just need a break and they get to hang with us and just get away and take their time and regroup before they go back to class. And we have a great group here of students that come and visit us daily. We've gotten very close to them.
Anything else you want to share that people may not know about being an administrative assistant?
Well, that we help the bus drivers, we help the custodians. We're always on call for the teachers with supplies and copies, and we're just here for everybody, actually. Between the principal and the vice principal, we're always on call.
That is certainly some responsibilities that people may not know. You are supporting not only the main office, but everyone in the school, from students to staff to parents. So thank you both for all that you do.
Well, thank you for coming to visit.
Our bus drivers navigate long routes across the Lakes region, ensuring students of all grades arrive safely, even in harsh winter conditions. I'm here with Tim Bowmiller in his bus to ask him a few questions about his role as bus driver. Tim, what are the unique challenges of driving a school bus in a rural area with harsh winters?
Well, definitely, we every day have challenges watching all the other drivers on the roadway, but we start so early in the morning that it's dark and hard to tell where the icy conditions could be. We also have such a big district where one town could have a road crew that's been out for 3 or 4 hours treating the roads, whereas, another town has independent contractors who are just getting out to them. And the frost heaves and bumps and everything else that happen throughout the winter are just a lot to manage. So definitely knowing our roadways, knowing our routes, and having a plan ahead of time to keep it slow and just be as safe as we can be.
Can you share a story that highlights the special bond you have with your student passengers?
Of course I can. Seeing how we do 2 different routes, I'll share 2 different stories. High school and middle school, my kids and I, every day, we're talking about what's happened in school. We're talking about, what's going on in their personal lives, their baseball games, their basketball games, everything else. But we specifically do a therapy Thursday. So the kids come and they've had a stressor all week long, and I'm like, okay, let's lay it out. Let's all talk about it together. So we all will give opinions or thoughts. Sometimes they're very receptive of opinions and thoughts, usually not from me, but more from their friends. And so that really is nice for us to bond and become closer together as a whole bus. My elementary school kids, there's so many different things that we do. We're constantly doing the same thing. We're sharing, what happened during the day, during the week. But we also want to promote having good behaviors a lot. So we kind of go down as one ship when we start having bad behaviors. I'm not saying every specific incident would cause the whole ship to go down, but if they can behave very well for a whole week and not have any major issues, they get a special song put on Friday morning for them.
What measures do you take to manage behavior and maintain a positive atmosphere on the bus?
It all starts with having clear expectations every year. Even every time you may get one new student on the bus. Going over those expectations with everybody, even making them repeat what the expectations are, so then you know that they've heard it and they're learning it. And trying to be not so, oh, you need to stop doing this, but why are we doing these behaviors? The more you switch the dynamic and it doesn't sound so negative and it's more positive, the easier it's going to be to keep that going.
And along the same lines with communication, how do you communicate between the transportation department and schools and parents?
We have a really amazing transportation department that both of the directors are receptive to hearing what's going on. They have the best advice. I mean, they combined 70 years in the industry, and they'll have the best advice. They'll be able to point us in the right direction for things, so they're really good with that when it comes to a direct line with the transportation office. But the principals are also very good about, I have an issue with a student on my elementary school bus. The principal and I are already having a conversation about it before I can get back and review the video footage or even write up a bus slip. And they're really good at handling those things, seeing the driver's side, and actually wanting to understand and help us have that better dynamic on our buses.
What do you find most rewarding about your role as a school bus driver?
The best thing ever, and I tell the kids this all the time, I'm like, I may get frustrated with you, I may not like your behaviors all the time, but every single day those kids coming out to this bus, I know where they're going on the weekends, what they're doing on the weeknights. We literally are like a family of 47 people in a moving vehicle. And it's just the best dynamic. It's the best thing. It brings a smile to my face every day, even on those stressful days. And my high school, middle school kids and I were actually talking about it yesterday because they had asked, they're like, why do you do this job? I was frustrated about something, and they're like, why do you do this job if you hate it? And I said, I don't hate my job. I get frustrated, I get upset with certain aspects. Certain days are rougher than the others. But every day to see you guys grow and see different things happen, I'm watching some of these kids. I'm on my 8th year of driving, so my kindergartners are in 8th grade this year. And I've seen them in these, last 8 years grow from a little 5-year-old who couldn't tie their own shoes or could barely walk up the stairs of the bus to, a really great basketball player or whatever sport that they're in or activity that they're in. And that's the best part of my job.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for everything that you do for our students.
Thank you.
Now we turn to our custodians, who are essential in keeping our school buildings clean, safe, and welcoming to everyone. I'm with Mr. Norm, also known as Batman, at Carpenter School. Thank you for your time today.
You're welcome.
Just going to ask you a few questions. What are some of the key responsibilities you handle each day to keep the school clean and safe?
Well, there's a lot of them, actually. We constant security checks of the buildings and grounds, doors, windows, to make sure our students and staff are safe. Then we daily checks throughout the day of the grounds, playground, make sure they're free of debris, damage, they're safe. Then there's the normal cleaning, which consists of cleaning, disinfecting of here anyway. We got 19 classrooms, 11 bathrooms, 11 offices, a huge media center, a huge cafeteria, many more things. Then there's the responding to the constant calls for cleanups, deliveries, sicknesses, things like that.
How do you manage the cleanliness with such a busy school and a busy school day?
And just being present. I mean, that's I don't know other way to put it. Just be present, be around all the time, so you have easy to get a hold of. Being involved with schedules, operations, knowing what the extracurriculars are, knowing when people are in and out of the building. That's handy. Just know your building, know the people, know the flow, feel the heartbeat, be part of it. So.
Can you talk about a time when your work improves the school environment?
Every day. Everything you do every day. For me, anyway, personally, would be how I organize. I mean, everything from our supplies to our teachers' supplies, desks, books, things that aren't being used. I have to keep track of that, keep it organized so that when you need it in a heartbeat, I can just go get it, say we have it, say we don't, keep it safe, know when it's broken, know when it's not, fix it. Just keeping things clean and organized is half the battle.
What are some of the challenges you face during the winter season?
The biggest challenge is just getting here. What a lot of people don't know is that when you all have a delay or a snow day, we are still here and have to be here on our normal shift, which often involves leaving early. Half the time we're already on the road before they've even announced that we're having a delay or a snow day. We have to work really hard to make sure that the place, meaning all of our schools, are shoveled, sanded, salted, safe for the teachers and students when they get here, if they get here that day or the next day. That's probably the hardest part.
How do you stay motivated and take pride knowing it's all behind the scenes?
You'll have to laugh at this one, but my kids went to Governor Wentworth. I went to Governor Wentworth. Especially at this school, I'm kind of connected to it. My kids went here as well. But I treat the building like my kids still go here. And I treat the kids like they're my kids. And what I want my kids being in this environment, if I'm not happy with it, if I'm not happy with my kids being here, it's not good enough for me. That's the biggest thing. I treat it like my family. My kids are the ones going here. So all these kids are my family and kids.
What is your favorite part of the job?
The kids. The kids. I love walking down the hall and hearing a voice behind me, Mr. Norm, Mr. Norm. I'll turn around and they'll be running up. They'll want to tell me about what their day was. They got this special event coming up or whatever. Whether it's at the grade school level or my afternoon job at the high school. Just the kids make it special for me. All mine are grown up now and on their own, and just these kids are my kids now. So I like to share them with their real parents,
Yes.
So I do it for them.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And thank you for everything that you do for our district.
You're welcome.
On behalf of Governor Wentworth Regional School District, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to each of our staff members who shared their experiences and insights today. Your hard work and dedication are the backbone of our schools. It's an honor to highlight the invaluable contributions you make every day. Thank you for helping us show the community the essential roles you play in supporting our students and ensuring their success. Thank you to Adrian Champagne of WCTV for filming and directing this exciting documentary.